What is up, fight fans? And whoa, we hold the phone. Are we getting a new fight night? Let's go ahead and jump right into that. This is Edward, and you're watching Boxing Fanatico. Alright, so we've been getting hyped and we've been getting excited and we've been getting alpha movement trailers and character creation trailers, and we're expecting another gameplay trailer not too long from now, and I've predicted and I'm holding to my prediction for Q1 release. So technically, bare minimum, we're gonna get the game Esports Boxing Club in March. But now, are we gonna get a fight night? Now, okay, let's bring everything down to reality. Let's try to bring it down as much as we can to reality. DAZN, the well-popularized and well-known company who's basically kind of replaced HBO, has put out a post. They put out a post on their Twitter. If I pull it up, the post has essentially gone viral. The post has gone viral. As of looking at it right now, it is at 7.2 thousand likes and 2.1 thousand retweets. And simply, DAZN Boxing simply said this: hey at EA Sports, now do fight night. With this picture right here, with Fight Night, DAZN, and Canelo, which, funny, Canelo is no longer part of DAZN, but he's in the picture, and they're saying, let's now do Fight Night, or let's do Fight Night. This is a actual, signal to EA Sports. Because EA Sports is a business conglomerate, a company conglomerate, this is something that they will actually listen to. This, it's sad, it's very, very sad. But believe it or not, this can be the starting point for them starting to move into the direction of making a boxing game. Now, why do I say this could be the starting point of Fight Night making a boxing game? Because one, it's another big company saying to another big company, hey, can you do something? Big companies like to listen to other big companies. Unfortunately, big companies like EA Sports don't really like to listen to the community who plays the games from that company. They rather just listen to another company. That's just how EA Sports, and I'm not even gonna just rag on EA Sports, but that's just how most big companies operate. This is why you gotta give them a little bit of leeway. Because when someone like DAZN says, hey, why not make a fight night game? They're also probably sprinkling in a little wink wink. And by the wink wink, I'm referring to the fact that they have contracted and signed many fighters to their stable, to DAZN. And contracts are like this thick. And it might have had something in there in terms of, hey, for any type of virtual avatar or anything of that nature, we can use your likeness. And then, one of the fighters might say, oh, cool, virtual avatar, hey, marketing and stuff and whatever. But, if there's like a virtual thing in the future, I don't sign virtual. I can't even think of what virtual stuff could happen, but if there's a virtual thing, we control that. We'll control it. Yeah. They may actually have a legitimate platform to provide EA Sports with fight night with boxers like, for example, Ryan Garcia. So now this makes it a little bit interesting in terms of what they could acquire. And maybe throwing Canelo in there is because they probably had a stipulation in there that they may control Canelo's avatar for 4 to 5 years after contract ceases or after release date of the contract. Who knows? I don't know what's in the contract. This is all conjecture. This is all me just assuming the case, right? But the most interesting thing to me is the tweet went viral. It went viral. I mean, 7.3 thousand likes is super high for what DAZN Boxing gets for any of their tweets that they put out about anything. This is the most retweets that they've gotten in a long time. So it begs the question, and this sends a signal, a bigger signal to EA Sports, that people want a boxing game. So does this mean for sure that we're going to get a new Fight Night game? Absolutely not. But does it actually send a realistic signal, a realistic shot towards EA Sports? Yes. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes about what this represents for the fact that we have ESBC, Esports Boxing Club, literally right around the corner. At first, I used to think to myself, you know what? I wouldn't mind if a Fight Night came out. And the reason I wouldn't mind if a Fight Night came out is because, hey, listen, come out, create competition. You're going to have to get better. You're going to have to get better. Esports Boxing Club is going to have to get better because both of you guys want to survive. But literally, as I'm looking at the tweet, my mind is just going crazy. I'm thinking a lot about everything. And I'm thinking to myself, would this actually be a good thing for the fans? For the boxing video game fans? Would this actually be a good thing? And I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure that if Fight Night came out and went up against Esports Boxing Club, if that would actually be a good thing. I'm gonna tell you why. If Esports Boxing Club, and this is how I think it would play out. Let's say there's this hypothetical world where Fight Night does come out. What I think will happen is that Fight Night is going to have their arcade sim continuation with a few added elements to make it modernized, but it'll still feel arcade sim, and it'll be something that anybody can pick it up and play, and you'll feel like you're playing Mortal Kombat with some elements of boxing. And I think that Esports Boxing Club is going to be a simulation game, a full-blown simulation game. So in my mind, if this head-to-head were to happen, I think Esports Boxing Club will win out in gameplay, in realism, in actual simulation, but Fight Night will win out in public perception, name recognition, brand loyalty, and fighter acquisition. I think they're going to have the better fighters or the more known fighters, and I think Esports Boxing Club is going to have lesser known fighters, and it also blocks out future fighters from going into Esports Boxing Club. Now, is that really a good thing if you think about it? The game that has the better gameplay mechanics, the game that is actually being given tender love and care in terms of the footwork and how they're giving us version 2 punching, making sure it's more realistic and there's movement and and who knows what else they're doing with that game, to an arcade / simulation / Mortal Kombat / Street Fighter / Marvel vs. Capcom video game that has boxing stuff in it because people wear gloves in there and they're fighters that you know, and you play that, and you can compete inside of a ring. If we do get that, then this thing is not going to have the fighters that you want. And I think the better world would be maybe another indie company competing with Esports Boxing Club. But for Fight Night to compete with Esports Boxing Club, that seems pretty iffy. Now, it could go one or two ways. It can make Esports Boxing Club shine even brighter because of the competition, and I'm sure that they're going to know what to do with the mechanics much better than Fight Night. Or it can just crush Esports Boxing Club because of just brand loyalty, because of brand awareness, and its connection in the industry. That's it. So I honestly don't know the answer. I really do not know the answer. I don't know if I'm pro or against Fight Night coming out. It's an interesting thing, sure. And I'm sure, they gave it a shot. I'm definitely interested to see what that is. But in the long run, if they go that route, I mean, who knows? Maybe they want to go the route of creating a full simulation. That's a different story. But if they go the route that they normally do, and with the track record that we see with EA Sports, they normally do go the route of trying to make it as cast the widest net as possible. They're probably going to go that arcade/simulation route. And if they do, it will literally create a vortex and suck everything into its atmosphere. And fighters are going to go over there, because fighters, you don't even have to talk twice. You go to a Deontay Wilder, you tell him Fight Night, he's going to know what that is. You tell him what Esports Boxing Club is, he's going to be like, I don't know, I got to see first. It's going to create that vortex. People are going to feel that that's the head honcho, because Fight Night has been the head honcho. I think the buzz that has gone towards Esports Boxing Club has become now a double-edged sword. The industry is looking at it quietly, and they're saying, wait a second, there might be something here. Let's tap into that, because we see that there's a flame. There's a flame still lit. Let's tap into that. And I think that because of all of the excitement, the hype that's getting pushed around with Esports Boxing Club, now there's let's throw these things out there. And when you throw something out there and it gets 7.3 thousand likes with 2.2 thousand retweets on Twitter, that's a big deal, guys. That's a big deal. We might be seeing something being done to bring back Fight Night. And it could be good. It could be bad. I don't know how I feel about it. I want to know what you guys think. This video was simply to talk about the possibility of a Fight Night going head-to-head with an Esports Boxing Club. Let me know what you guys think. You can go ahead and put it on the comments section down below. And of course, if you want more of the boxing video game content, and especially Esports Boxing Club, which is the game that I am definitely looking forward to. If I had the choice between the two, you know me. I'm going to pick Esports Boxing Club because I really don't care about the fighters. I care about the gameplay. If it was EA versus ESBC, I'm going to be Team ESBC. That's just going to be me. That's just me. That's just me, guys. But you don't have to be Team ESBC. You could be Team EA. You could do whatever you want. But just let me know in the comment section so we can have this conversation. Of course, this is Edward from Boxing Fanatico, and I'm out.